Ladies and gentlemen, I am, in the building. Welcome. Yes. Oh, to the one and the only, like magic, I appear. Oh. Welcome to the Big Time Show once again. We are in the building. What's going on? Listen, I know that there may be others that may be on live right now. I know my brother, Law Nation, is on. And I already know he is, got a whole lot of people. But this usually is kind of when I come on, and hopefully we can get our crowd in on today. It's very rare these days that I get a chance to be on in my regular time. But here I am. Welcome again to the Big Time Show that's being seen and heard live everywhere. Forgive that noise, but I need my drink cold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody I need to, I know I'm a small guy, but this is the greatest drink in the world right here. Most of y'all know about the Gold Peak tea, but I have the zero sugar one. So hey, zero sugar. That's good. Maybe somebody need to get that so I can make it sponsor me. I mean, Gold Peak, greatest drink in the world right now. I don't know if y'all drink that. Maybe y'all drink the regular sweet tea. I have the no sugar. When you get older, you start looking for stuff that ain't got no sugar in it. You understand? What's going on, everybody? Hey, go ahead and share and like if you don't mind. Go ahead and share and like. I need about 20 a piece. That won't cost you anything to do that. However, if you would like to contribute to the podcast in forms, if you're on Facebook, you can use that um, stars. You can use the stars if you want to do that route. If you want to use YouTube, I have that available in a minute, but you can use the super chat button. You can go use that right now as we speak. Then, of course, if you want to, if you're on TikTok uh, and you want to do that, you can use the Cash App that you're seeing on the screen there. You can do that. Um, if you're on X, Twitter, you can use that as well. You can do that. Let me turn the monetization on YouTube right now. Let me do that. I need to do that. Let's see here if you don't mind. Forgive me for doing that. I'm live right now. Let me turn that monetization on and save, and voila, it is there. So you can do that right now by using that Cash App if you want to. If not, it ain't no big deal. Is my music too loud before I get started? Somebody help me on that. I know y'all bobbing your head a little bit, but is it too loud? It ain't loud enough. Maybe because I got it in my ear. Yeah. Uh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Look like the algorithm picking up. Starting to see it come in. That's the only one thing I don't like about the algorithm. I almost need to have a 5 minute countdown. You know what I'm saying? And then the people that's supposed to be kind of being, but it's kind of uh, going, crazy. Want to say hello to everybody in a second. Uh, okay, appreciate you. Let me see. Somebody said I am good with the sound. That's good news. All right. I'm a freestyle today, y'all, but I've still got a couple things that I need to, I don't know, if this talk about or vent. I don't know. I think it's more venting than anything. As we get ready, of course, to prepare for tomorrow night's game. Everybody ready? Tomorrow night's game with the Rams. We done practice with them all night long, all few days. You know, I'll get into that in just a second, but it's about that time, when we play with them and all that. Okay, let's see who here so I can weed out the good folks from the bad folks. I think I see some bad folks in here who we not used to. John Cofield, how you doing, sir? Kid Cowboy in the building. Chris Johnson, what's going on? William Keith, how you doing? Karan, what's up, man? Kurt Gray, don't know you, but appreciate you. Sweet dreams. All right, those one of those questionable ones. I'm sorry, it is tonight. The game is tonight. I forgot. I'm sorry. Cowboys against the Rams, and as we head into it, I got some issues, and that's what I want to talk about. All right, let me just down go. All right, no. Let me get this out of the way. Y'all, all you, let me see here. Let's see if I want to do this. It is today, y'all. I messed up. I'm thinking about tomorrow for some reason. It is the game is tonight, so let's get ready for it. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right, kid. Look. Let I'll tell y'all how I'm feeling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got one problem in the chat. Somebody trying to show out. Sweet dreams, you mean no good to this telecast, so goodbye. I'm gonna block you out now. I'm gonna holler at you. Thank you for coming, but I'm gonna holler at you. Bye. Yeah. Get these people. I ain't got time for all that type of stuff. I don't block people, but you know, she said she gonna blackmail me. How you gonna blackmail me with what? You know what I'm saying? I don't get these, but it is what it is. You get these scammers come in, they're crazy. Let me get this out the way. They're not cowboy related. These are one of these times where I wish I had introduced my podcast as more of a total sports thing because I'm very versed in sports. I know a whole lot more than Dallas Cowboys. And most of you know I'm a Laker fan. I know the Lakers just like I know the Cowboys. The same depth, same passion, same history. I know it all. Uh, then there, I'm very versed in sports. I'm very versed in. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm versed in sports. I'm versed in other areas, a lot of areas. But I've chosen kind of run with the Cowboys, and that's why most of you are here. And that's kind of what I do. However, there are stories that cannot be avoided. Not necessarily. Yeah, John. I ain't worried about that. Yeah, they'll be all right. Just scam. You always got them type people on you too. It's all right. Just get them out of your mind. No harm done. Get them on out. That's it. All right. I want to talk real quick because some folks, ain't got no sense. Well, they got sense. It's just that some folks need to look at the man in the mirror and stop. Just see, I have respect for people who show me who they are without me wondering. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like people who like to disguise themselves as something else when it is obvious that you're this. It's kind of like, and y'all forgive me, but I'm really not talking about this, but I guess what I'm going to talk about kind of slowly but surely for some will fall into this category. Even though I'm not saying this is it, but I'm just trying to get you to understand what I'm saying. I don't like closet racists. I'm different. I don't want people to shake my hand and shake my hand and smile and then wait till I turn it back and then call me all type of different names and all that type of stuff. Just call me that out front or show me you don't like me. I mean, because I'm a skin color. I can deal with you. At least I know what to expect from you. So I don't like closet people. I don't like people, however, that hide behind narratives and stuff when the real truth is you really don't like the person. I'm saying all that to say this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a whole lot of folks that laughed at Shador Sanders when he got drafted, which is fine. Hey, I'm not here to tell you what you should laugh at and what you shouldn't laugh at. I'm not here to tell you nobody who they should. I'm not telling you that you had to like it, but when the draft happened and before the draft, it was universally known that the two quarterbacks that were talked about the most, and they were both projected in the first round, was Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. Nobody really didn't hear nothing about no Dylan Gabriel until he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns. I know he played at Oregon, but nobody. When you said who's first team All American, your Dylan Gabriel was not your first choice. A lot of you, the truth be told, ain't seen Dylan Gabriel play this whole year, as much as you like college football. But you tuned in to Colorado because Colorado represented kind of like the Dallas Cowboys. You either liked them or you hated them. And you wanted to see them win or you wanted to see them lose. There was no in between ground. A lot of it was really not about Shador Sanders. It was about Deion Sanders. Because of the hatred of Deion, the audacity that he has to be himself. No matter where he is, he's still going to be prime. And nothing has changed in him. Deion Sanders has not changed since he was at Florida State. He's always been in the spotlight. He's always been a leader. He's always been flamboyant. He's always been all that. That's Deion. Sometimes it run people. Sometimes it rub people the wrong way. Yeah. Kid Cowboy brings up Will Howard. Well, when the draft happened, again I say, even though Will Howard played for Ohio State, real good college quarterback. Listen, Will Howard's name was not mentioned in the same class as Shador Sanders and Cam Ward. It's just the truth. You may have heard of Jackson Dart. I'll give you that for the first round, who played today. I give him credit. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss. Will Howard, Dylan Gabriel. We didn't hear about it. The only name that we heard about, maybe other than maybe was Cam for Ewers from Texas and Arch Manning from Texas. Same one, because everybody wants to see Arch play. Nobody ain't talking about these guys. So the bottom line is this. Everybody knows that Shador Sanders should not have been drafted in the fifth round. He's not a fifth round talent. Everybody knows that. Who cares what politics got and all that type of stuff. So, forget all that. When you get to the draft, you base it off of projection and individual talent, not team talent. So for a kid like Dylan Gabriel, who played at Oregon, who had a whole bunch of people around him, that's fine. But when it came to individual talent, he had great team success. Will Howard had great team success. Good Lord, he won the national championship. Of course, Ohio State is loaded. But Will was not known as individually on the level of Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, and Jackson Dart. That's the names that we heard, y'all. So we ain't got to even argue it. So when we last checked on the field, not on the social media popularity contest, not on you don't like cause he wears jewelry like his daddy, not that he's his father's son. He's the son of, he's Deion's child, and folks can't stand that. It's just the truth. Because, but see, that's where you start hiding. You want to throw up this and that. You just don't like the swagger. You don't like him because you don't like his daddy. The kid was an All-American. See, on the field, this is where the truth is. The truth is he's really a first-round quarterback. That's what the scout said. I don't care nothing about what the fans said. I'm telling you what the scout said. His scouting report says he's first round. Some had him projected early second round. So bottom line is, he's really, his talent level and where he was projected was not third round, fourth round, and where he was eventually drafted fifth round. All right. So, he comes in, of course. We all know Gabriel gets picked. Flacco was signed by the Browns. Kenny Pickett back up there. He walks into a crowded place, no question. And they had him listed as, the last quarterback drafted. On the depth chart. That's fair. That's fair. You drafted Gabriel in the third round? He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be ahead of Shador. I get that. I ain't got no problem with that. You signed Joe Flacco. Hey, vet, still can play. Seen it all, done it all. Still can play. Still got the rocket arm. Still, he's seen, can play. I ain't got no problem with Flacco start. I don't. Kenny Pickett, he's a backup, but I don't see nothing really special about Pickett anyway. I think Gabriel may be better than Pickett. I already know Shador is. I know Shador Sanders better than Kenny Pickett. But I'm begging to give Dylan Gabriel better than Kenny Pickett. But anyway, Shador is there. For those who don't follow Cleveland Brown, get to the Cowboys. I just got to get this out. For those that don't know, Pickett is hurt. Joe, of course, is a veteran. Really don't need to be playing in preseason games in the first place, especially if you got plans on him being your number one. So you forget that Kenny Pickett, Cowboys, is not number one. Joe Flacco is. All right. Gabriel is listed as 3, and Shador, of course, is listed as 4. I guess you can say I don't even know about Deshaun Watson because Watson is there still. I don't know what. If anybody can tell me, I don't know. I don't know what is up with Deshaun. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's healthy. I don't know. All I know is Cleveland, if they have this many quarterbacks, they don't want him. So, that's obvious. So, I don't know nothing about Deshaun. I know he's on the team. I saw him last night. Still there, but he wasn't dressed, of course. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know. Really don't care. But I know he's on the team. So they got really 5 quarterbacks. All right. So because of the injuries and Flacco not dressing, Shador starts. And for some reason, this is what I want to talk about. See, this is where Shador gets the last laugh. And everybody saw it because this is what everybody talking about. Everybody's seen it. Everybody talking about it. Y'all talked about it. Y'all saw it. Whatever. See, just because folks hate and glad that he got drafted, I heard something. Teach him a lesson. You ain't teach him nothing. He is the recipient of Deion Sanders' hate. That's just the truth. Because it ain't based on talent. Because the talent level is there. And some folks gonna say, well, he's too cocky, he's too arrogant. How do you know? You weren't in the interview room. I heard when somebody said he had a bad interview or whatever. The kid is confident. He's been that way since high school. You already knew that. This ain't nothing new. The boy been confident. The kid has always been. You want to call it arrogance? He's always been confident. That ain't nothing new. He was raised like that. This ain't nothing new. He's a Sanders. Hello. He's Deion Sanders. What else do you expect? This ain't nothing new. Nothing. He ain't just started getting this way. He's been this way. Okay. Since we all know he's been this way. All right. I'm getting to the Cowboys in a minute because I ain't got too much to talk about there but tonight. But hold on a second. Y'all just bear with me just for a minute. Let me get this out. Since you know he's this way, then it ain't no surprise to you to see him pregame, because I know a whole lot of y'all, Saw him walking up pregame with his music in a Bluetooth box. Some say he had an entourage. But some of y'all just killed me. Some of those were his teammates. see, y'all killed me. Yeah, he got an entourage. Yeah, some of those folk were his teammates. The kid, the people like him. They walked in with him. Hello. They walked in with him. That's the first thing. See, assuming and all that type of stuff. What did you want him to do? Come in, just walk quietly, walk through the security? That's not how he is. He's never been that way. He was like this in high school. He was like this at Jackson State University. He was like this in Colorado. And he's going to be just like this in the league. This ain't nothing new. Tell you what else ain't nothing new. To see him perform the way that he did. See, on the field, y'all, all this negativity and talk and all that yip about all they see, but on the field, he produces. Track record too long. Track record says it. Whatever level you want to say, whoever you want to throw, the track record says it. The kid is an All-American quarterback. He was an All-American quarterback, y'all. I mean, there ain't too many quarterbacks in college that had that. Hello? See, on the field, the first round talent shows up. The fifth round projection or whatever, that ain't nowhere to be found, because see, that's not in him. To see him make a touch pass like he did on that to the running back, that ain't no surprise. He been doing it his whole life. To see him read coverage, accurately throw the football, this ain't nothing new to Shador Sanders. He's been doing this his whole life. This is what he's known for, accuracy. This is what he's known for, standing in the pocket. He's not a mobile quarterback. He did get out of there a couple times. He got this, but he ain't known for that. He's known for standing in the pocket and making plays. That's all he did. He did last night what he always has done. And a lot of people say, well, he played against scrub folks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, maybe so. Maybe he played against second and third stringers. But excuse me, the guys that he played with was second and third stringers too. See, you forgot about that. It was no starters for the Cleveland Browns. He looked like a quarterback that was playing against kids that, they weren't, y'all forgot about that. So, Shador Sanders made a lot of people mad last night because, see, the other thing is this, y'all. See, if Shador would have struggled last night, oh my God. The haters would have just, ooh. But see, they want to move the goalpost today. Now they want to say they were playing against third stringers. But if he would have struggled against the third stringers, oh my God, they would say, see, I told you. He's a fifth rounder. He's that right there. You go, kid Cowboy, because that's what you're saying. See, right there. It's preseason. But if he would have messed up in the preseason, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So Shador gets the last laugh today. See, he said I gave him a B. Well, don't even do what you gave him. He gave himself a C+. So you gave him a better grade than he did. So, see right there. See how the goalpost moving? See, y'all look at Kid Cowboy. See, he wasn't even one to talk about. See how the goalpost moving? But if he would have messed up, he wouldn't be talking about Will Howard today. He'll be talking about, you see how horrible Shador Sanders played last night? Boys, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. See, all right, look, Kid Cowboy. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, I see a hit dog holler. See, I ain't got to say nothing. Just watch Kid Cowboy. Y'all see that? This is what I'm talking about. See? See? All this. I'm glad he gave him a B, though. He gave him a B. The bottom line is this: Shador Sanders looked great last night. It ain't if the Panthers drop 2 picks, it ain't Shador Sanders' fault. And the Panthers needed those 2 picks because Shador lit them up. He did, and that's the bottom line. So watch this. So it makes no difference. And what's going to happen in Cleveland this year is that the Cleveland Browns are going to be in trouble unless they cut him or trade him. Because the people are going to call for Shador Sanders. Mark my words. Joe Flacco is going to have to be perfect. If it's Kenny Pickett is going to have to be perfect. The very first time that they throw an interception, do you understand? Let me throw this in. Do you understand that the number 1 jersey seller in the NFL right now is Shador Sanders? I'm quite sure y'all saw last night all them people that had 12 jerseys on. Let me tell you something. I feel sorry for Gabriel, Pickett, Flacco. I feel sorry for them. Because they have no room to mess up. When they do, the people are going to call for Shador. He passed the test last night. Y'all just saying it. Just watch. You don't believe me. I applaud Shador. And I'm glad he had a chance to put it to the haters last night. And he did, while they wait on him to have a bad game and all that. You just got to wait a little longer. Okay? He's going to throw a pick eventually. Okay, y'all? Oh, this is breaking news. Shador Sanders will throw a pick. Breaking news. And y'all going to be so happy. Y'all going to be so happy that he threw a pick. So y'all can try to drag your point on. Too bad. You got to wait a little longer. Okay? That's for all the haters that I know going to watch this a little bit later on. Hello to everybody over there in TikTok. What's up over there in TikTok land? Appreciate y'all hanging with me. Appreciate y'all hanging with me. I'm not on TikTok right now. I thought I was. Okay. Well, forget that then. All right. Let's talk. Cowboys tonight. Rams. See right there. Here comes Shane. See what I'm saying? Look, see right there. Nobody ain't say he was Hall of Fame. We just say he had a good game, Shane. That's all we say. Nobody said nothing about no bust. Truth be told, he probably was going to be the 4th quarterback when the season starts. That's all I said. I ain't say nothing about Canton, Ohio. A gold jacket. I ain't say nothing. Y'all said that. I didn't say that. I said he just had a good game last night. Because the haters was waiting on him, believe me. Now everybody want to change the goalpost. A lot of people watched last night. A lot of haters was watching last night. And a lot of haters were upset that he played so well. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I've talked about that long enough. If you just coming in, Shane, rewind it. I can just tell by the comment, hey, no matter, we ain't changing goalposts. We just say he had a good game. All right. Dallas Cowboys. Tonight is well, let's go back before tonight. Most of you, I didn't say anything about the joint practices. The joint practices were exactly what I thought it would be. I thought that our offense basically would give the Rams problems. I knew that they would. I said that I don't know about the running game And if you heard, the running game was not effective enough in the scrimmages. Running game didn't get going. I knew Lamb and Pickens would give them problems, and they did. As expected, which means Dak, Pickens, and Lamb lit them up, as I expected they would. And then I also knew the big question mark was how well will our defense play? And they didn't. They did not, in the joint practice, stop the run. They definitely did not stop Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua as expected. And actually, they were making our guys look bad, horrible. I know most of you seen some of the clips of how some of our guys were falling down. Y'all forgive me. In the secondary, Devontae Adams had a field day with our cornerbacks, just ate them alive. Puka Nacua killed us. Expect it. No surprise. I don't know. It is what it is. I have to sneeze so bad and it would not come out. So forgive me when it come out. Y'all forgive me. I have horrible sinus stuff going on with me right now. So if my voice is out or whatever, y'all forgive me. Okay. Forgive that too. But sorry. So it's what is expected. So we're playing the same team tonight. Our starters, I doubt, will play. Somebody will say, or they should. We already know how preseason goes with us. It'd be rare if our starters do play. Some of the ones that you think ought to play never plays. We'll just see. I think a lot of people be excited to see Milton tonight. Joe Milton, I'm actually kind of excited to see him play tonight. I would love to see Phil Maffa play. I would love to see Deuce play. I don't think Blue is playing. I doubt Sanders and Javonte Williams will play. But I would love to see Deuce, who needs this bad, because his name is not being called off. We got Malik Davis as well, just in case you didn't know they would re-sign him. I don't know if Hunter Lemke will play tonight. I don't know that. I don't know. We're gonna see a lot of backups play, obviously. So it's just good to see the star on the field. However, when it comes to our defense, man, look, the way they were falling down, the way that Devontae Adams made them look, they need to play. I'm sorry, shit. I'm sorry. Booth, I don't even know why Booth still is here. Devontae Adams made that man. He almost tore his knee out the place one time. I know y'all saw where he fell to the ground on the route. That Devontae just shook him. It just looked ridiculous. We're suffering, y'all, and I'm gonna get to a point in a second. We're suffering in the cornerback room, y'all. We are. This is where the real truth start coming to play. Like Diggs is out, Ravel is out, Carson is out. So we're talking about your upper tier of your depth chart in cornerback position is gone. Won't be playing, God knows when. And now you got the depth pieces out there. The depth is looking like pure practice squad guys. Which leads now to what I want to talk about. Jerry Stephen Jones. Okay. You see in practice better than all of us can. They see these guys getting destroyed in practice. And because of the injuries, a lot of these guys are at the top of the depth chart right now. This is what you're going into the season with. You think we ready? So as I said before, I'm going all the way back because I can already see how this season is gonna go, y'all. I can already see it. We're gonna score a whole lot of points on offense, and we're gonna just try to outscore people. We may average 27 points a game, but our defense may give up 25. Hold on a second, y'all. I see Sam Snead. First of all, I don't know you, but since you doing this, sometime sometime I look at the Sam Snead. I appreciate you because you're a golf guy. First of all, I appreciate that Sam Snead 90. I like that. I'm a historian of golf, so Sam Snead has special significance. I applaud you for that. I'm trying to go back to your thing. You say all I do is talk. Well, I'm the host of the show, and it's my show. I don't necessarily read every comment. However, I say this, Sam Snead, if you want, since I got you got my attention now. There is a way, y'all, that if you just have that, I have to recognize your comment. Since you're on YouTube, you can use the super chat button. Since you're new to the show, whenever I see a super chat, I automatically stop talking and I recognize the people that do the super chat. So there you go. So you might want to, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to get him because Sam Snead, I'm trying to be nice. He's new. I've never seen him before. And so I'm going to accommodate him by trying to be nice, and I'm gonna go back and say this. Oh no, I ain't worried about saying. I'm gonna get to him. Say I'm gonna go back. Let me go back to Sam. Let me find his first comment. Say I'm gonna be nice. Sam, where are you, Sneak? You ain't gotta go back, Sam. I'm looking. So you just sit there since I got your attention. You got my attention. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer your first. When I see your first comment, I'm going back in the chat just for you. I'm gonna be nice. Okay, I see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna highlight you, Sam Sneak. There it is. There's your first comment. And see, Sam, let me say this is an informative show. Most people don't hear the we just not talking to be talking. We talk with sense here. And this comment you made really makes no sense. So, with Micah Parsons not getting traded. Okay. Okay. I don't care. This is not Madden. So your little trade scenario. So that if that's what you want me to talk about, I'm not talking about that because it's Micah Parsons not getting traded. Okay. All right. But I'm gonna go to your second one. Okay. I'm gonna go to your second comment because that first one made no sense. Okay. It's 1 in the 4th, but if the game is out of hand, well then I don't know exactly what we were talking about, but what you're talking about. It's preseason games, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Y'all forgive me, I'm accommodating my guests. Okay. Then Sam said 24 million lost this year, and they can franchise 11, as Michael, 2 years in a row. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Now, see, now we're talking with substance. Yes, we can franchise him 2 years in a row if that's what he wants. Michael really has no leverage unless he plans on not playing this season. And if he does that, I think he'll give up $1.3 million per game check. I just can't see him giving up one paycheck. So I'll give you that. Okay. Kid Cowboy, I just saw it coming. You just, man, I'm coming to you in a second. You know, you might as well just hush. Sam says, all I do is talk. You don't answer my question. Okay, I tried to do it. That's so that the end of it. All right. Kid Cowboy, just stop. Y'all see Kid Cowboy right there? Y'all see what he said, right? He may be the future, but it sure ain't the immediate future. Well, I'm sorry, y'all, because I have to do this for Kid Cowboy, because he never it just ain't registered, and Kid Cowboy just can't stand it. But I have to get this till it you know, until it sinks in. And for Kid Cowboy, who's a little older than I am, been a Cowboy fan, I believe, for way longer than me. Full deference to him and respect. But he's a Cowboy fan that does not like our starting quarterback. Never has liked him. Looks for anybody to replace him, and always says that the one people on the team is better than our starting quarterback. And Kid Cowboy has made some incredible statements that are very interesting, to say the least, since he's been hanging with me on my show. Sometimes annoying, but you know I can deal with it. But one thing about it, Kid Cowboy has always been wrong. And all his statements never come to pass. And so since he said the Milton is our future, I have breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be on the ticker in a few seconds. This is fresh off the press. The Big Time Show has breaking news. Here it is in particular for Kid Cowboy. Look down below. Oh. Breaking news. Breaking news. Kid Cowboy, please watch. Please watch. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Dak Prescott is our starting quarterback. So Kid, the reason why Kid Cowboy has no, when it comes to this, Kid Cowboy has a rough time with this, because Kid Cowboy is the same man that said that Trey Lance was our future. Kid Cowboy was the same man that said that Cooper Rush should be our starting quarterback. Y'all see what I'm saying, man. So now, since both of them are gone, and Dak is still here, you have to jump and hit your wagon to the next guy. And so tonight, Kid Cowboy would be cheering for Joe Milton the same way a whole lot of people were cheering for Shador Sanders last night. He will want Joe Milton to go completely off tonight, so that he can come on this show and say that Joe Milton is the man. I hope Joe plays well. I believe he's the second quarterback now. I don't think Will Greer is William. Oh my God. gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that. Because, when we start talking politics, people get real sensitive. So I'm going to leave that alone. But to answer your question, no, I haven't heard that one. I haven't heard that one. I'm just answering questions now. I told you, like Jake Sam Sneed, I said I look at the chat sometimes. I saw the smiley emojis. I think that's what got my attention. So I answered the question. So I'm answering the question. I haven't heard that. Okay. I haven't heard it. Okay. The facts say that Jared tends to has messed with younger women, but they were of age. Look, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, y'all seen some of the young ladies that he's been connected to, but they were of age. You understand? So it is what it is. So I don't know about that. I did hear that there's a name that might be in that Epstein that file, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave that alone. In the whole, and it's millions of people trying to keep that, from being known. You know what I'm saying? But it is a name, a very famous name. He has a residence in Washington, D.C. There's a lot of people in Washington, but it's a person that I'm thinking about. Y'all know. His name may be there. Now I can't say it is, but it's sure a whole lot of hiding and stuff, trying to keep everything from coming out in the open. You understand? I don't know about Jerry on there, but I do know that. On with tonight, Cowboy. Okay. See right there. See. Now I'm Skip Bayless now. See momentum. See. So I told you when you start talking about that, politics, people they don't want you to talk about. Okay, let me stop. Okay, let me go on. All right. Kid Cowboy says, why hasn't 4 played in the previous preseason? I can't answer that because everything I say would be pure speculation. You would have to ask McCarthy that. You would have to ask Jason Garrett that, actually. You have to start with that. Most people don't play their first quarterback a lot. Not every game. They may get a quarter in and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, John, I don't know what you're talking about, John. Look, I don't know what you're talking about. When you say probably to him, he doesn't. You say he doesn't know Epstein. To him, according to him, he don't even know who Epstein was. I don't know what you're talking about, John. Maybe we think about 2 different people. I don't know what you're talking about. So I was just speaking in general. I ain't want to call the main name out. He is a gentleman. Maybe you got another gentleman name. I didn't. I'm just staying out. It is. All right. So I don't know, Joe. No, let me see. Kid Cowboy. I would agree. Let me ask y'all this. Let's go to football now. I had a little fun there. Let me ask y'all this. Do you believe? Let's just go with first team offense right here. Okay? Let's just go with first team offense, and certainly we already know that they would not play a whole game in preseason. We already know that. And nor should they. However, considering the history, Kid Cowboy actually make a little sense here with his comment. Do you believe that starters should play in the preseason? At least one. Our guys don't even play at all. I'm talking about 4 games. They don't even play at all. They do all their work when you get to these little scrimmages like we just had and practice. But me personally, I believe in rhythm. You see what I'm saying? I believe in rhythm. I believe that some guys, they first real live action don't need to be week 1 against Philly. I'm serious. Just like now, if the real live action, and it really wasn't live because in the scrimmage they couldn't hit the quarterbacks. So they still ain't got the real full speed of it, but your real first initial full speed action should not be week 1. The speed of the game is already, electric. And I don't, but at the same time, the counter argument could be, well, big time, look, Dak didn't play a lot of the preseason, came out hot, which is true. It's true. Okay? So I mean, there's an argument for both sides. Like, I've seen Dak come out blazing. I've seen it. So, you can say it hurts, but then again, you can say, well, it don't hurt him. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, but for this season, I would love to see at least a couple series. Maybe not tonight, but by that third preseason game, especially that third, because that's really the dress rehearsal. I would love to see our offense get out there and let's go to work, man, with a couple series. I would like to see it. Yeah, you roll the dice. Anybody could get injured. I get all that and all that. But, hey, it's football. This is what happens. I'm looking at Texas and Minnesota. Somebody just got carried off on the cart just now. So, I mean, hey, it is exactly the same thing. People get hurt. But this is the game. There's gonna be some more injuries between now and game 1. It's the nature of football for everything. Just a change you got to take, but you got to get your rhythm right. Now, I will say this on defense, however, look, them guys need to play. I'm sorry, they ain't got no reason to take off. Y'all forgive me, my sinus is killing me. I'm sorry. I know this sound ragged. I know. I apologize. But y'all rather see me blow my nose rather than start seeing stuff fall out of my nose. You understand? So it is what it is. All right. Now, we got problems in the secondary, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. We got problems. And my point, and another point is, okay, I see that, and most of y'all see that, then common sense tell me that Jerry and Steven see this. So my question is, what are y'all going to do about it? I mean, if he getting destroyed in practice by Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua and they falling down, I mean, here come A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith coming up. I mean, come on now. Here come Malik Neighbors and whoever that is with the Giants on the other side. Hello? I mean, we can go down the list. I mean, if we getting destroyed and you don't, and they falling and they can't cover nobody. If they getting destroyed by Lamb and Pickens in practice, if they're getting destroyed by Devontae and Puka Nacua, what are you gonna do? Hello, Gilmore still out there. Hello, Gilmore still out there. Hello. I'm not saying Gilmore will come in and play at an all-pro level, but he's better than Andrew Booth. Come on, y'all. Man, it's just a bad game. Man, I got tape saying they had bad games. Plural. I'm trying to figure out what has to happen. You're already down in the depth chart in the cornerback room as it is. We're playing second, and well, it ain't really second. We're playing third in cornerbacks and down. Some of them are being moved up to second. I don't think Kier Elam is playing tonight. I don't think Bland needs to play tonight. So who are we marching out there at cornerback tonight? Booth? I don't need to see nothing on Booth. I already know he's trash. Let me stop. Let me say that. He's not a good cornerback. He's better than me. You understand? He's better than me, but he's supposed to guard me. But it's the other one. He can't guard. I mean, somebody called that Izzy name. Y'all ain't called it out, but I saw that in the other chats. Izzy and all that. Look, Izzy ain't played in God knows how long. I don't know what Izzy can do right now. All right. Let me say this. Not Izzy. I'm talking about Izzy Muka or whatever his name is. He's still there. Pride. Exactly. I mean, Pride and Muka. Come on, man. It's obvious we need help. I'm trying to figure out when the front office going to do it. Because, see, it'll be a shame for our offense to be, I'm just going to give it a stretch. I've already said I expect this offense to really be real, real good. I'm talking about like possible. I ain't say definitely. Possible top 6 offense. But I'm expecting them to be at least top 10 offense. Even with a questionable running game. I'm expecting the Dallas Cowboys offense to be right up there. Listen to me. And points scored, I'm expecting the Cowboys this year to be right up there. 25 plus a game. That'll get you in the top 10. Oh, goodness. I'm expecting that. But what I didn't sign up for was that your defense will be giving up 24 points a game. I got a feeling that's where we at. I have no confidence in our secondary. I can't depend on what's not there. And so if everybody's saying, well, D's coming back and Ravel might play, and look, until they get here, I'm not counting on none of that. I'm not counting on none of that. As of right now, I got Booth, I got Pride, I got Hall, I got Izzy, I got Bland. That's all. I got Elam. That's all I got in the cornerback room. And I'm not comfortable with that. Now we talking about winning now. Now if you just talking about just go out and play, and you don't want to, spend on that. You go out there with that, and you are gonna have a top 10 offense and a bottom defense because they're gonna torch us in the secondary. I can tell you that right now. We didn't stop the run. What else is new? I mean, when we scrimmaged the Rams, they said we didn't stop the run. What else is new? I mean, we ain't stopped the run in 10 years, so they ain't addressed that situation. So here we are with the same issues. Can't stop the run, then get torched in the secondary. That equals a 30-point a game giving up. 25, 26. Your offense gonna score. Dak gonna score. Pickens gonna be Pickens. Lamb gonna be Lamb. Ferguson gonna be Ferguson. Turpin is gonna be Turpin. Mingo gonna get involved in it too. Tobin might get a little bit of action. They gonna score. They are going to score. But it ain't gonna do no good if your defense giving up 7 for 7. That put the pressure on offense to score every trip. And see, we got a secret weapon, but because your defense may not be so good, your secret weapon become ordinary. The secret weapon we have is Brandon Aubrey. Anytime you get past the 50-yard line, you're in his range. So you potentially can get points on every possession if you just move the ball. But here's the problem. We kicking field goals while the other team scoring touchdowns. That's what will reduce the secret weapon. See? If Brandon Aubrey is leading our team in scoring, like just about like he did last year, that's not good. That's not good. Aubrey was an all-pro again, as he should have been. He's a great kicker. He's the best kicker in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Look, we don't need him to be the leading scorer on this team. The offense is going to have to score because, ladies and gentlemen, most of you, whether you like Dak Prescott or not, most of you are comfortable with the offense or more comfortable, especially when comparing it to the defense. Ain't nobody comfortable with the defense. There's no way you can be. I don't care nothing about position groups. I'm talking about the defense as a whole. The defense as a whole, there is no way that we are comfortable with this defense. No way. And Jerry Stevens sitting up there in that box up there, standing over here, everybody looking down on that. I know they see it. You got money. Go get somebody. And it ain't going to affect the Parsons deal. Now, let me get to Micah Parsons. Because y'all keep talking about it. Everybody want to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah Parsons is not going to get traded. Okay? Whoever y'all think, come on now. Y'all should know this by now. We know how the organization does. We know how they are with their star players. We know how long they wait. We know they'll sign a contract on the day of a game. They did that. So this is what they do. Jerry's an old man that's prideful, has an ego. He loves drama. He already knows what is it going to take to get Micah Parsons done. He's going to pay it. The same way he paid Dak Prescott. He's going to pay it. Micah Parsons will be a Cowboy for the next, 4-5 years. It's going to happen. When? It's going to be later. It's going to happen. Cowboys got his rights. He can't go nowhere. He can't get traded. If he don't play, he's giving up check after check. I don't see the young man giving up $1.3 million per game. It's just not going to happen. I think he's on due for $24 million this year. So 17 games, that's 1 point something a year. He is not going to pay it. Kid Cowboy, stop it. In negotiations, everybody says that. Need I remind you that Myles Garrett said the same thing about Cleveland. He wanted out of Cleveland. Then they gave him his money. Now he's happy. Terry McLaughlin has said the same thing right now about Washington. He's going to get his money. Would you stop? My cash app is this. Appreciate you there. Let me see here. I guess I need to put all my stuff up one day. There it is. Whoever asked for my cash app. $ the Big Time Show. There it is. All right. I appreciate that, whoever that is that will ask for it. Who is that? Chris? Hey, Chris. What's up? Night Out Cowboy in the building. Appreciate you. This is part of negotiation. You're talking about the man don't want to be. Do you realize the Cowboys, if they came down to that, have control over this man for the next 3 years? Do you really believe Micah Parsons want out of Dallas that bad that he doesn't play football for the next 3 years? Just in case you don't notice, they can put the next 2 franchise tags on. It's not going nowhere. He's not that. He ain't messed up that bad. Stop it. He's going to be signed with the Cowboys. And he's going to be very happy once he gets his contract. He will be the highest paid, non-paid quarterback in league history. Jerry just love the attention. I mean, y'all, just to prove the point, Jerry still has not talked to his agent. That ought to tell you right there how serious it is. Everybody know you got to talk to your agent. Hello. Finalize the deal. I don't care nothing about no handshake or previous, all that stuff. Kid Cowboy, look. Kid Cowboy. In relation, let me teach you something real quick. Something that you should already know at your age. And I'm quite sure, I don't know, Kid Cowboy, I don't know your personal business, but if you've been married or you are married or if you had a girlfriend, in relationships, you know this, Kid Cowboy. People say things that they really don't mean, especially in relationships. I want you to leave. No, you really don't. But you're just saying that. I mean, come on, man. Let's not do this. This is negotiations to speed up the process. Michael really don't have leverage. He's using the best cards that he has in his hand. One say, hey, I want to get traded. Myles Garrett did it. So many others have did it. Zach Martin did it. So, I mean, come on now. Stop it. Stop it. It's just negotiations. And just in case you didn't know, 2 nights ago, there you go, Kid Cowboy, on 59-second wife. Well, how many times, Kid Cowboy, have you said things in a relationship that you really didn't mean? So you say your second wife. Well, right there. We'll just go with your first wife and second wife. How many times in a relationship did your first or second wife say something to you that she really did not mean, but at the time it sounded incredibly hurtful? Stop it, okay? I mean, it's just talking. He wants to be here. He ain't saying that to none of his teammates. Knows how quiet he's been. He ain't saying that to none of his teammates. Yeah, okay. See, if you really didn't want to be here, you wouldn't have that jersey on and show up at practice. I know you don't want to give up the fine. Your fine money, but if you're going to carry this message out, you really got to go all the way with it. Just that simple. So he's going to get paid, y'all. It's just going. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. When you come out, and yes, you can, Kid Cowboy. I wish you would stop acting like you don't understand what's going on. Kid Cowboy said you can't take those words back. You can take those words back if you really didn't mean it. Stop it. When Micah Parsons signs, he's going to come out and say on his podcast, he's going to come out in the media and say, hey, we were just negotiating. All this. Stop it. He's going to get paid. And Jared's going to pay him because he knows this kid, these type of dudes don't show up every year. Kid Cowboy, you got to do that. Everybody not the corporate Dak Prescott guy. Dak Prescott didn't speak up. Everybody not built like that. Dak Prescott played on the franchise tag because they didn't pay him. Dak Prescott didn't speak up. He Got his money on the day of the game, a couple hours before the game against Cleveland. Dak Prescott, everybody not built like that. Dak Prescott, he's corporate. See, I don't want Dak talking for Michael. They ain't cut from the same cloth. I want to tell Dak Prescott, when somebody asks you something about Micah Parsons, man, you just be quiet, Dak. You go on. Because you don't know nothing about this part. You don't know nothing about bucking up the system. You'll shake hands, get cats out the tree, don't step on ants type of dude. You're a very nice guy, and there's room for all that, and that's good. But then you got people like Ezekiel Elliott who said, I'm going to train here in Cabo till I get my money. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't showing up. I ain't doing it. You got them type guys. We see the Cowboys ain't never had a guy like Micah Parsons to speak out against like this. You ain't never heard nobody say, I want to be traded. They just they went with the status quo. I ain't say Micah Parsons. Hey, Drew, Micah Parsons not corporate. I ain't say that. I say he's not like Dak. Dak is corporate. Good cowboy. Good, always going to say the right thing. Oh, good old Dak. Dak was not going to complain. He's going to come in and practice even though he don't have a contract. Dak is going to practice. He'll play on the franchise tag. And he's not going to do that. Dak is a good guy. Dak, he's a definite leader. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't like that. The problem with Micah was this, and he's paying for it now. He won't do this again. See, Micah, at the beginning of his career up to this point, Micah was always in Jerry's face, shaking hands, giggling, laughing. Got his personal phone number. That's what he said. Then at the Cotton Bowl, he's sitting in Jerry's spot, box up there, as a guest at the, friendly. That's why Jerry went to him one-on-one, because they developed their relationship. And now he sees that stuff don't work. And now he's in a position that he don't think he should be in. And he thought he was going to be fine because Jerry, my buddy. Okay. Now he finding out. So now he done flipped it up. Jerry ain't changed. Michael did. Because see, Michael was kind of corporate too. Yeah. See, now it done changed. Because he had to change. Because now you understand. And you're not corporate. So you got to take a stance. This is just a stance. Cowboys probably weren't expecting this level, but they'll have it done. He is under contract. You're right. Cowboys have the leverage. They don't have to pay him. They might just play him. They might say play the year out. That's what they did with Dak. They made Dak play it out and put the franchise tag on him the very next year. I'm just saying. May be the case. When you think about it, it would make sense. Part of it would make sense if the Cowboys, y'all forgive me, I got to sneeze so bad. Finally, since the Cowboys have his rights, he can't leave. He can't. The only way he leaves unless he gets traded. He's not gonna sit out. Okay. Now that I sit and think about it, I personally want Michael to get paid. I want him to get paid. But I will say this: if you were truly trying to build a Super Bowl team, then not paying Michael would make sense right now. only if you're willing to spend the rest, because there's a lot of cap money then. If you're not allocating it to Michael this season, then this money should be bought in trying to get some real people here and quote unquote build around Michael, then pay him next year because he can't go nowhere, even though the contract out because you can franchise that. So one way or the other, Micah Parsons would be on the Dallas Cowboys next year and the following year because you can franchise them 2 years in a row. So if you're trying to really build a team, if you were doing that, then I can understand this. But the Cowboys ain't trying to do that because that window passed in free agency. Right now, you're spending money right now. You ain't spending. You know. You know, you doing. I mean, it ain't nothing there, but the guys who gonna get cut, the roster can't be set, kid Cowboy. You got 91 players. They're gonna get cut to 53. There's gonna be some guys that get cut that might get a chance to come here, at least make the practice squad or whatever. So it would make sense, but if you are not trying to really build, and I'm talking about spending cash on some guys to build, if you know Micah Parsons is in your plans and you didn't want to do it this year, then build around. They ain't do that. Unless, you know, and at the end we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? No, you got to get more than 2 first round picks. And what are we getting? And what are those 2 first round picks, kid Cowboy? And for all of you that who want all the, I mean, but who are those picks? You don't know. Like if you get 2 first round picks, and one for this year and next year, 2027. Okay, who's that guy? And how you know that particular team is going to be that bad? See, if you get the first round pick and you at 15, hello, what is that? I mean, what? I even give you a worst case scenario. You let's just say you get a first round pick. If you were to trade them from the potentially worst team this year. And that means you would get a top 1 or 2 pick. Let's just say a lot of y'all want Arch Manning, who may not come out. If you get number one out of Cowboys, if they had it, would they pick Arch Manning out? For real. Think about it. Because that's what y'all want. Would they pick Arch Manning? I'm not sure. And is Arch Manning ready? I'm just saying, who is it? Is it worth giving away a guy who is a game-wrecking player, who's ain't even 25 years old? I mean, come on, man. We know what Micah Parsons is. See, y'all done let the microphones and this whatever, but on the field, he's a problem. Y'all act like y'all act like this kid ain't you know. He's an all-pro player. See, y'all want draft picks, but where you picking? The unknown. Y'all want to give up a sure known player. Kid Cowboy said Micah Parsons is the poorest tackle, but he an all-pro. See, make sure you add that in. He's an all-pro player. He's an all-pro player. Considered one of the top 5 best defensive players in this league. What are we talking about? See, you want to nitpick. That's fine. You want to do that. Ain't nobody perfect. You want to say he's the poorest tackler. Okay. Make sure that you get the other half of the story, though. Drew says, respectfully, and he's an Eagle fan, Micah's a one-trick pony, big time. Sack master, and that's it. No, that ain't it. Just see what I'm saying? Best pressure player in the game, which means he speeds up the quarterback. He's a game wrecker, man. That's what he is. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Even if what Drew just said, if he was a one-trick pony, he's an all-pro, not Pro Bowler. He's an all-pro player. He was not all-pro last year only because he missed 5 games. And look at his numbers, what he put up with the 5 games he missed. Still was double-digit sacks. I mean, come on now. Y'all losing your mind. Stop it. Stop it. See, this is nitpicking. See, y'all sound like people that talk about Shador Sanders last night. Here you go. Here you go. He's never been the defensive player of the year. No, he hasn't. That's true. But he's an all-pro defensive player. Yes, he is. See what I'm saying? See, that's the nitpick. See what I'm saying? Look at Kid Cowboy. Y'all look at it. See, someday you ain't got to respond to it. I'm going to let y'all read it. Drew says he's horrible against the run. Well, he's a smaller defensive end who gets double teamed. They always send 2 people at him, Drew. Since you know the game, you know that. But at the same time, while they're sending 2 to block him, then what that does is because your offensive coordinator has to allocate 2 people to him, he opens it up for other people on the defense. Now, he ain't got control over those people that don't take advantage of it. Sorry. Drew said, see, this is the nitpick. Drew says, name the game, playoff game we took over. Please answer. None. I answer. None. They offensively game planned him well. Run at him, number 1. Number 2, on passing downs, make sure you got a tight end over there. He will never go one-on-one with anybody. So, I answered your question. He hasn't. That still don't negate the fact that he's an all-pro player. So y'all nitpicking. So this is what I'm talking about. So you can nitpick what you want to. That's cool. But you still, at the end of the day, got to say. You see right there, Kid Cowboy, to see that. See, when you say that right there, that's when I stop acknowledging your comments. Right there. Cause you say he's average. that's that right there. That's it. That's why I'm not gonna talk to you no more. So, when you finish talking, see y'all pinpoint, but y'all don't want to put the comma. So y'all putting periods, but y'all don't want to acknowledge what he is. He's an all-pro defensive football player, recognized by everybody. Maybe not you. Recognized by everybody as a top 5 defensive player. Yeah, for years, ever since he's been in the league. That's the part y'all don't want to admit. Okay. He's all pro. And he would have been all pro last year if he wouldn't have missed those 5 games. Y'all don't want to, but you ain't got to tell the truth, because when you look at his career, it's on a nice pace. Watch this. So y'all ain't gonna like this, but you've heard it before, but it's true. He's on pace for a Hall of Fame career. in his few years, there hadn't been a handful of guys that have done what he's done. That ain't no speculation. That's facts. He's on a trajectory for a Hall of Fame career. I'm just telling you. So, whatever he is, make sure you add that in. It's just the truth. And for an average guy, it sure is a whole lot of y'all talking about trading him to us. Since he's so average, since he can't stop the run, since he can't do that, y'all, there's a whole lot of teams sure wouldn't mind having him. I bet you that. Kid Cowboy. You just make yourself look bad every comment you give. Kid Cowboy say every year he's fifth in sacks. How many people rush the pass every year, Kid Cowboy? 32 teams. How many people are? And he's fifth. That sounds pretty good to me. Look how many defensive ends play the game. Look how many linebackers rush. And Micah Parsons is fifth in sacks every year. So as you say. And you got hundreds of guys who rush the pass, and he's fifth overall. I think that's pretty good, Kid Cowboy. You make yourself look bad every comment, Kid Cowboy. But I'm up to it. Hey, kid, see right there, Drew. You nitpicking. See what I'm saying? Y'all sound like the Shador Sanders haters. See right there. I said he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. And then here you go. You say yes, but he's not first ballot. Come on now. I ain't say nothing about first ballot. See? That's the nitpicking I'm talking about. Is he or is he not Hall of Fame on a Hall of Fame trajectory? There's yes or no. It ain't yes, comma. It ain't yes, but. It ain't yes. It's either yes or no. First ballot, 10th ballot, 13th ballot is only a few men that have played this game get into the Hall of Fame. This dude right here, Mr. Parsons, is on a Hall of Fame trajectory already. That's all I asked. That's all I said. Y'all want to nitpick. He first. He 20th batting. Look, stop. Yeah. Ain't no way. See, right there, Drew. See, there you go again. He is, but see, I ain't got no buts. All I said was he's on Hall of Fame trajectory in his first, 4 years playing. It is obvious he is on Hall of Fame road. Let me just say that. Huh? Y'all nitpicking. Y'all nitpicking. Y'all doing it. What do he say, Drew? I like Drew. Drew say, wait. Well, Big Ty, you okay with Micah not showing up in the playoffs? I ain't saying nothing about the playoffs. No, I want my best players to show up in the biggest games. When we make the playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, I want all our players to do whatever they did in the regular season to step it up more even in the playoffs. Yeah, I gotta have you as a factor. Yeah, I do. See how I answered your question? I ain't got no buts. You the one that got the buts on my questions. He doesn't show up when it matters just like that online. The stats speak for itself. If he won a whole 4 quarters in his playoff games that he's had, and there are no sacks, there are no pressures, there are no very limited amount of tackles. Bottom line, if he didn't make an impact on the game, then I agree with you. He didn't show up. I mean, there's a lot of other factors why, but I answer the question. I don't have no buts. He ain't been to the playoff 4 years, bro. He ain't been to the playoff every year. Let me look at that. Because y'all, let me look at that. Let me look at that. Because I know what my eyes say. I know what my eyes say on that. And I know he has not wrecked a game in the playoffs. That part I know. He has not. But I'm curious. I just want to see his stats in the playoff games. I want to see that. And I'm looking there. He's played 3 playoff games. Oh, he showed up. He didn't show up in that last one. He showed up in the first 2. Let me see if I can share this. If not, I'll be able to read it. I don't think I can share this. Let me see if I can do it. I mean, we lost the games, but at the end it's kind of, you know what, I ain't going to even say that because we got blowed out so bad that shoot, the defense was on the field the whole game. Of course you're going to have some stats. All right, so let me read that. 2021, the first time he had 9 combined tackles. That's assists and solos. He had 3 solo tackles, 6 assists, 1 tackle for loss. That's it. I don't know if we won that game or not. I think we did. This next game, he had 1 sack. We had 2 games in that playoff. So obviously that's the year that we beat Tampa, that first game, and we beat Brady in there. So that's in 2 games, he had 7 combined tackles in 2 games. In 2 games, he had 4 solo tackles. In 2 games, he had 3 assists and 2 games. He had 2 tackles for losses. He had 3 quarterback hits in 2 games. That first one was just 1 game. He had 1 sack in 2 games. Then the last one, which is 2023, he only had 2 tackles. 2. 1 solo and 1 assist. No sacks, 1 quarterback hit. So, yeah, the stats don't lie. No, he's not showed up now. To be fair to Micah, I would have to pull up the game tape just to see how they schemed him up. But for when you have a all-pro linebacker, one of the best defensive players, I said, certainly in one game you need more than just 1 tackle and 1 assist. I will say that. Okay? So I answered your question. So, but on this team here, he's the best defensive player. And again, he's an all-pro. And we know what we play like without him. It's not good. when we played with him, like last year when he came back, Cowboys played like a top 10 defense, and that's just not me talking. That's me talking about the measurements when he came back. Cowboys were top 10 defense. Without him, it was at the bottom. So his impact is without a doubt. Just have to see the tape. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just telling the truth. I need to see. I have to look at the tape, see how they scheme him up, and that's the bottom line. But to answer your question, he didn't. He had one game. He had two tackles for one game, one solo and one assist. I expect more. Now, I will say this. Usually, when you get in the playoffs, and you in that case, whatever, whether it's wild card, division round, and of course, Cowboys ain't been no championship game, so it ain't throwing that up. But you going against all pros too. Hello. You going against all pros too. So all pros gonna be all pros. He's going against offensive linemen that were voted all pros, first or second team. The Eagles, I mean, good Lord. The Packers had all pros on the line. Cut one at least, I remember. I'm just saying. Against the 49ers. Good Lord, he was going against Trent Williams. I ain't got to say nothing about Trent Williams. He's going against all pros. I mean, Pro Bowlers going to be Pro Bowlers. All pros going to be all pros. Y'all think we just going to do just walk in and just, no, you got to get there. He didn't get there. They had a bad day. I just need to see the old tapes. I don't know. Just that simple. So, but regardless of that, he gonna get paid his money. He's gonna wreck games up when he finally gets out here. He's gonna be a double-digit sack guy, as he always is, and he's gonna be another All-Pro season. That's the bottom line. This is just the bottom line. So, y'all can try to, I ain't talking about you, Drew. Whatever it is, you Drew, so be it. If y'all want to try to knock him, so be it. When you finish talking, make sure that you include in with your complaints that he's a great defensive player and that he's an all-pro player. No, that's not innuendo. Those are facts. And notice I didn't say Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is when the fans vote you in. All Pro is when the writers vote you in. That's the one that when you go to the Hall of Fame, that's when they say, first they'll say he was a 8-time All-Pro. And then they'll say he was an 11-time Pro Bowl player. That's what they're gonna say. And then Drew, here you go. You sound like all these people. They wanted to question Dak Prescott and his money. I'll answer it the same way. Is he worth 45 to 50 million? Yes. Why? Because the market says so. Why did Dak get 60? Because the market says so. Not that he's better than some of the quarterbacks. The market said so. TJ Watt got 41. Myles Garrett got 40. Why do you think TJ Watt got 41? Because Myles Garrett got 40. Why did he get 41? Is TJ Watt better than Myles Garrett? No. But why did he get it? Because the market said so. It's just like y'all talking about Micah. Well, guess what? That kid in Cincinnati, Trey Hendrickson. See, Micah and Trey Hendrickson just sitting there with arms folded. Arms folded, like I said, man, Hendrickson saying, no, Micah, you go on saying first. Micah saying, like, no, you go on, Trey. Please go. Because whoever come out last, that's the one that's going to be that paid the highest anyway. Why? Because the market says so. Not that your argument would be, well, is Micah better than TJ Watt? You have some that say yes, then you're going to say some that say no. It don't make no difference. TJ Watt reset the market at 41 because Myles Garrett reset the market at 40. And because the market says 41, whoever between Trey Hendrickson and Micah Parsons, whichever one signs first, I guarantee you, will be paid more than TJ Watt's $41 million a year. I guarantee you. Why? The market demands. Is he worth it? It don't make no difference. Was Lawrence the quarterback from Jacksonville when he signed at the time? At the time when Lawrence got paid, he was the second highest paid quarterback in the league. And Lawrence ain't done nothing. Y'all like talking about what Dak ain't done. Lawrence ain't done nothing. But did it warrant, was he the second best? Why was he the second highest paid quarterback in the league at the time? Because the market demanded it. When Goff signed his, right after Lawrence, Goff became the second highest paid quarterback in the league. Is Goff better than Mahomes? And is he better than Lamar and Allen? Look, no, he ain't better than that. But the market said he was. So y'all worried about talent and individual. As much as y'all love Justin Herbert, Herbert ain't done absolutely nothing in this league. But have a big arm, he a big kid, he look like a quarterback. He ain't done nothing. The Chargers ain't done absolutely nothing. He ain't won nothing. He ain't won no division. I think he won that one playoff game. He ain't done nothing. But y'all heard him say, pay Justin Herbert. And at the time, Herbert was the second high. He got his before Lawrence. He got his before Goff. He got all that. Y'all didn't say nothing about that. And you know the man ain't won nothing. Ain't done nothing. Ain't done nothing. But y'all ain't say nothing about that. But why did he get paid that? Because the market said that this is where this kid is going to get paid. It's just the truth. So to answer your question, Drew, is he worth 45 to 50? Okay. You see, right there you said Herbert is overrated, but he got paid like he wasn't. He got paid like he wasn't because the market demanded that this is where this kid is supposed to get paid. And he got paid according to the quarterback market. Guess what? I'm sorry. Aaron Donald is the person that y'all need to be blaming. Aaron Donald, yes. That's who y'all need to be mad at. If y'all really mad at it, he's reset the market for a non-quarterback to get paid like this. All Myles Garrett did was follow right after Aaron Donald. All TJ Watt did was follow after Myles Garrett. So right now, TJ Watt is now the highest paid non-quarterback in the league thanks to Aaron Donald and thanks to Myles Garrett. Everybody coming, if you're on that level now, and Micah Parsons is. And so is Hendrickson from Cincinnati. These the only two that really can do that. A cornerback can't get paid this right now. A cornerback can't. Even Surtain is good, but he ain't on that level, even though the cornerback's getting paid plenty of money. See, you're talking about that, but all Cowboy fans, let me ask you this question. See, let's get Micah out, okay? Micah Parsons gonna get paid. Micah Parsons going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league history. He's going to get it. And yes, probably going to be $45 million, if not more. Going to happen. Yeah, both book it. It's going to happen. All right. Now, here's your next question. Let's fast forward a little bit. Let me play scenario. I play the innuendo game now. And this very well could happen. Let's play this game. Okay, let's say that Bland, our cornerback, let's say he has another all-pro year at cornerback this year. And remember, he's coming up too. What you think Bland gonna want? You think Bland gonna want to take a discount? Really? Let's go and get this out the way now, y'all. Cause see, y'all killing me. Okay, y'all come on. Come here, Cowboy fans. Don't shut down now. If Bland have another all-pro cornerback year, what you think he gonna ask for per year? Matter of fact, let me find this out now. Cause see y'all want to play, y'all want to go there. Let me go there. See, let's play. As a matter of fact, Tyron Smith. If Tyler Smith have another All-Pro year at guard this year, which he probably will, what you think Tyler Smith gonna ask for? Huh? What y'all think? What y'all see? Y'all worry about Michael. Michael gonna be a done deal. I'm talking about these other All-Pros we got that's coming up. So y'all want to talk. See, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, let's look. The highest paid cornerback in the NFL right now is Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner. I'm trying to pull it up, see where much it is though. See y'all, I'm just trying to get see where y'all at. Cause see, when it comes to our players, when they perform, for some reason y'all want to discount the salary. It just it don't make sense. It don't. It don't. I'm just trying to find his contract. Y'all let me pull up. Y'all may already have it there. Cause see if Bland have another good year, and y'all already got what? One All Pro on his year? On his cut? One? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, let's try this on. Since y'all mad about Micah, here's Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner just signed a 4-year, $120.4 million extension, $60 million in guarantees, which means that's 30 a year. 120 divided by 4 is 30 a year. So that means since he's the highest paid, because you know the salary, the market gets reset, y'all. Is that right? Come on, help me, y'all. See? Okay, what y'all think Sauce gonna? What y'all think Bland gonna want? If Sauce getting paid, if Bland has another All-Pro year, see Drew talking about he overrated. He's All-Pro. See right there, I ain't saying Jerry was paying it. I'm just saying what you think if he leaves this season with another All-Pro year. What you think you're gonna ask for? Okay, come here. What you think Tyler Smith gonna ask for? Cause see, I guess y'all gonna say Tyler Smith is trash. All I know, the man been all pro the last 2 years. I don't think we're gonna re-sign Pickens with. I think he's gonna be cost too much. I believe they will want to, but I don't think they're gonna be able to. You know, somebody gonna want to pay him for real, and I don't think if Pickens do what I think he gonna do, I don't see it. No, he don't want hit one to need to look at the stats. Need to look at his stats. He been working there since he got here as a rookie. No sir. No sir. I ain't gonna let you do that to him. I'll let you look up the stats. You tell me what you see. I ain't gonna say nothing. I want you to look at it, Drew. And then I'm gonna let you tell me what you think that is. That's all I'm saying. What y'all think Tyler Smith gonna want to get paid? Since y'all got a problem with Jerry paying all pro players money. What y'all think he gonna want? Oh, okay. But look no further than this, cause see, when we start saying all pro guards, then the standard is this for a guy like Tyler Smith. Your question should be, who is the highest paid guard in the league? Because that's really the only question. Huh? Huh? Because that's what I'm typing in right now. Who is the highest paid guard? Because that's the only question you need to ask. See, y'all don't like it, but oh, there it is. Oh my. This just for the future. Because see, I think it's safe to say, look, if Tyler Smith has another all-pro season, which is probably going to happen unless he gets hurt, then Trey Smith, who plays with the Kansas City Chiefs, just signed this year a 4-year, $94 million extension. So that averages out to be that's $27 million a year. So that is the starting base, ladies and gentlemen, for Tyler Smith. 27. Look, Trey Smith is 4-year, $94 million extension. That right there is the highest. That right there is when the negotiations begin with Tyler Smith. 4-year, $94 million. No, it changed. I just read it to you. Trey Smith. And some of y'all saying, who is Trey Smith? See right there. See? Yes, see, most of y'all would have said Quentin Nelson from the Coast, like we. It's not. Trey Smith from the Chiefs. I just looked at it. 4-year, $94 million extension. That's $27 million a year. And it's 4 years. And Tyler Smith probably going to ask for 100. I mean, hello. Been all pro every year, except his rookie year. I mean, come on now. The projection is this dude going to be in the Hall of Fame too. So y'all, look. This is what it is. It's like the players get real great, and the Cowboys want to punish them, want discounts and all that. No, they the best at their position. They gonna get paid. They gonna get paid, or either somebody else gonna pay. So y'all worry about Micah. Micah gonna be a done deal. You need to be worried about Bland and Tyler Smith. Because they going to reset the market too. Well, I don't know about Bland. But Tyler Smith is going to reset the guard market. There ain't no doubt about that. None. And watch this. If he didn't reset the market, it would be a robbery. He's supposed to be the highest paid guard in the league. He's better than Trey Smith. I'm just saying. So we'll be talking about this next year because some of y'all will be saying, you don't need to pay him. You don't need to pay him. Dak coming up after this year as well. William, I don't know if Dak got approved now. The Cowboys can get out of I forgot how it is. The Cowboys can get out of Dak in 2 years. This year and I think next year. After next year, there's something they can do to get out or whatever. So Dak, in order for him to get another, where they can void out or whatever. And there's a lot of other things that got to go in factor when they come up to that. The Cowboys will have to make a real decision on, if I don't know if they're ready to turn the keys over to Joe Milton or if it's another quarterback, that's in college now, that they willing to say, okay, we're in complete rebuild mode and we're not going to pay Dak the rest of his contract and we'll start over again because that's where you at. So I don't know about Dak. If Dak had some good years, they're going to keep him and ride him out to the end of the contract and then start over when the contract ends. So the Cowboys got a lot of dilemmas, man. It just ain't Micah. And I agree with you, Drew. If the Cowboys are smart, they probably do need to play Tyler Smith now. I agree with you. Because if you keep waiting, it's only going to get worse. Well, he's already paid with. His contract is set. He's there. It's just the Cowboys can get out of it after next year, some kind of way or whatever the case may be. That is the Dak part. That's just a decision on whether you're ready to rebuild or you're ready to continue with Dak. That's really what that boils down to. The contract is already set for the years after 2 years that I'm talking about. So Dak's not an issue. It's just a decision on what you want to get paid. Now the Tyler Smith thing, I agree with you. I know everybody want Micah to get paid, but look. If you already got your mindset that you're going to make them play it out, then go on pay Tyler Smith. Go on pay him. And go on get him squared away now. So it could be 4 year, whatever. What did I say, 27? Look, go on get it now where you can pay Tyler Smith $28 million. $1 million more than the guy that make him the highest paid. We good. Because that's what the market demands. But if you wait and you let this man play and he become all pro again, it's $100 million extension. Trey Smith got 94. Tyler Smith ain't asking for no 95, 96. You might as well just go on, stretch it up. Go on, get your $100 million. I'm going to tell them the truth. I agree with you, Drew. Go on, pay him. If your mind made up on making Michael play it out, and then you franchise him the next year or try to work it out, hey, go on pay Tyler Smith now. Or Bland. Pick your choice. Whatever one. I think Diggs is gone too, plus they ain't too happy with him. I agree with you. I don't think Diggs will make it out. They'll free up some money there. And there you go. I ain't gonna say free up. He could be a cap guy, casualty next year. Especially if Diggs come back and he's not the same guy. Especially if he gets hurt again, then yeah, he's gone. It is what it is. All right, let's get ready for the Cowboys tonight. Cowboys tonight, y'all. I don't know what to look for because I don't know when I'm playing. I don't know who's playing, but this is when guys need to step up. We'll see who steps up. We'll see who steps up. Kick off. I don't know. Is this 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock out my time. I don't know if this. I think it's 7 o'clock my time. So I'm central. So it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern. Wherever y'all at. Those of you watching out of the country, like William, and Joe, appreciate y'all especially. I think you're in Australia, William, if I'm not mistaken. And Joe, you're in Italy, of course. Correct me if I'm wrong, William. I think you're in Australia. Uh, correct me. Correct me on that. I don't know. Type it in, William. I don't know where you are. Appreciate you, Drew. Appreciate y'all because I don't know what time it is over there, middle of the night or whatever. But listen, for y'all guys to hang with me, I appreciate y'all so much. And then y'all consistent with it. Appreciate you, John. Um, and I didn't use my voice. Now, I got to preach in the morning. Look, I need to get some medicine in me. I need to rest my voice. My cousin on here, who's a deacon at our church, cause I got to preach in the morning, and I'm over here arguing. Not to leave them fella here and show over with. Then to leave one of my guys, to leave one of my people that been with me for a while. What up, to leave? I'm gonna get off here. As you can see, I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm about to go. I gotta save my little voice, start getting my ice ready, and all that type of stuff. Save my little voice, just in case I get hyped and get happy. So I appreciate all you guys. Look, y'all enjoy the game tonight. I'm not gonna do a post game show. Y'all come hang with me maybe tomorrow evening. I don't know. We might do the DC Universe tomorrow. I leave that open. I don't know. We might. I don't know. Boss Cowboy and all us. We might do it and talk about the game. I don't know if that's the case, but if not, I might come on and do my own show and let you guys. We'll talk about what we saw. Don't look for a lot, y'all. Starters pretty much not playing. The ones that do not playing long. Looking for people that will stand out who are in battle for jobs tonight. We'll see what kind of little depth we got. I'm not impressed with our cornerback room at all. Starters or backups. We'll see tonight. I hope they do better than they did in practice. See if Booth out there. If Booth is playing, then I'm definitely looking at him. The way he got embarrassed out there. Whew. Man, I gotta sneeze again. Okay, I'm out. Appreciate y'all. We'll just turn the notifications on. Listen, turn the notifications on. You won't miss me then. You get the notification says that I'm live, whatever format you're watching from. You just turn it on. And we'll talk about, of course, tonight's game. And we'll see what we got to say about it, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. This has been the one and only, the Big Time Show.